Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night. What? So, nothing to show you because tonight's how-to flowers. Yes. We have painted lots and lots of flowers. So, I'm just going to go over them and review them with you and show you all the little tips and tricks. So, in case you missed these, you can get a little practice in and then go back on YouTube and paint some of these. So we have our lovely sunflowers, right? So we've got sunflowers in the house. I mean, there's billions and billions, I don't know about billions, but there's a lot of different types of flowers. So obviously I'm not going to cover them all. We got awesome little daisies going on, right? Daisies in a blue jar. We have orchids. We got the old orchids, right? The orchids going on. And we also have our calla lilies. Oh, yeah. Hello, Tina B. Hello. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Tina B. So, those are what I'm going to be going over today. I'm going to start writing roll call down. Always the same brushes, always the same paint, right? So, I'll let you know what brush I'm using, when I'm using it. And the paint is always the same. We've got white. Hello, Elizabeth. White, yellow, red, blue, and black in the house. Oh, yeah. So, I'm just working on this canvas because we're going to be doing different things in different spots. Size of your canvas doesn't matter. You don't even have to use a canvas if you don't want to. I know Joan doesn't. Hello, Joan. How are you, darling? What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? All of my videos are kid-friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing if you guys could watch your comments. Also, all of my videos are free to watch, so support is greatly appreciated. And those links are featured. I'll also link them here. I have Venmo and I have PayPal. Right, replays are available on YouTube. Same exact name, Eve's Creations Paint Party. Head on over there, hit the subscribe button, all of those good things. Okay, if you'd like to own an Eve's original art, piece of art, I have an Etsy shop. Head on over to the Etsy shop. Like the shop, all of those good things. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? I got Joan. Kimberly is here. Hello, Kimberly. How are you doing, sweetheart? Kimberly's in the house. Little man's hanging out with us. He's waiting so very patiently for his treat. He's hanging out with us tonight. There he is. He's being a good boy, waiting for his treat, sitting in his bed, giving me the eyeballs. He's like, Ma, I'm in my bed. Do I get my treats or not? He's eyeballing me up this whole time, sitting in his bed like a good boy. Hello, Kimberly. How are you doing, sweetheart? So, that's hysterical. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to put some petals. We need to put some petals on our canvas. So I'm going to grab Big Boy. He's a 1-inch flat. All right, and we're going to make some. Daisies. All right, daisies. So how do we do daisies? Right, we mark our center. Boop. And it's the same thing with sunflowers too. It's just the petals different. And we do hands of a clock. Right, as many petals as you want to give your daisies, it doesn't really matter. And then we round those out. Right, I'm just grabbing white and blue paint. That is all I'm grabbing. Okay, And then you can add other petals in accordingly in your little spaces, right, to fill this in. Right, and just like that, you will have yourself a flower, right? Any type of flower you want. Yes, Joan, it is a how-to. It is a how-to tonight. How-to flowers, darling, how-to flowers. So just like that, you got yourself a flower. If you want it to be a daisy, you can make the petals a little bit smaller. You'd have yourself a daisy. And you would be doing the same thing for a sunflower, right? So I'm going to grab yellow, I'm going to grab white, still using a 1-inch flat. I'm going to mark a center. Mark a center. I'm going to do a lot of hands of a clock, right? A lot of hands of a clock. Just pull out from the center. A whole lot of them. A whole bunch. Okay, and then we're going to do our petals, and these are going to have points. So just do smaller swoops on either side of your line. Smaller swoops either side of your line, just like that, and then you can fill in the spaces. And there you have the makings of a sunflower. Okay, or a daisy, right? Or a dahlia. Kind of looks like a dahlia too. I'm not a botanist. We need Carol up in here. She seems to know all the flowers, and Tina, you're pretty good at that too. But here's one with wider petals. Here's one with more narrow petals. These are kind of pointed at the tips. These are more rounded. So considering what type of flower you'll be painting, there are two different ways to paint those flowers. Okay, so the next one, you know, everything's done in layers, so I'm going to map in all of our different flowers, and then we're going to turn around and build upon them, right? That's what we do around here. So the next one is our calla lilies, correct? So calla lilies, and a lot of times a flower is a triangle. A lot of times a flower is a triangle. So for our calla lilies, I am going to draw a triangle. Okay, rosebuds, calla lilies, regular lilies, right? They all have that same body shape. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to take my brush, follow it around, and soften out the points. And then round the bottom. And dab this into place. And then you have the shape of a whole bunch of different flowers. Right, Carolyn, I was just talking about you, our resident botanist. I was trying to spit out what the different flowers could be. So basically it's just a rounded heart or a rounded triangle, and you will get the shape you need for a whole bunch of different types of flowers. Whole bunch. And then we have the calla lily that's from the side. So I'm going to come here and pull down. We're going to do a wiggle do there. Bring that out. We're going to do a wiggle do here and here. And then you have a shape of a calla lily on its side. See, there you go. Okay, and then the next one we're going to do is an orchid. Orchid! Hello, hello, Carolyn. How are you doing, sweetheart? So we're going to do an orchid. Okay, and with an orchid, you want to make a pinwheel. Alright, so we're going to mark our center. And we're going to make a pinwheel. One straight up, two coming down. Like that. Okay, once you have the pinwheel. Hi, April. How are you, sweetheart? Once you have the pinwheel, you're going to round those out. Just like that. Yep, we're getting them too. They're starting to roll in as I'm speaking. That's why I'm going kind of quickly in case we lose power or something. And then the next part you're going to do is you're going to do two like big pieces off the side, like a butterfly almost. And these are just triangles again. These are just soft triangles, all they are. And then you want to do a little piece coming down like this. And swoop. Just like that. You got thunderstorms for you too? Wow, everybody's booming right now, huh? Alright, so now that we have the basic shapes in, now we're just going to go around the canvas. Yes, for you too, Penny? Boy, everybody's booming right now. We're going to go around the canvas, adding more and more details to our different types of flowers. So for flower petals, I always say pick a winner, pick a loser. Alright, so you're going to pick one that's on top and one that's on the bottom. The one that's on top is going to be lighter in color. I'm grabbing Mini-Me. He's a small shader. So the one on top is going to be lighter in color. Okay. And then the one on the bottom is going to be darker. So I just grabbed white and blue for that, and I'm grabbing just blue for this. Okay. Now, if you're just a beginner and you don't want to do like one on top and then the other petal is being overlapped, you can just easily just exchange them. Do this one light, this one dark, this one light, this one dark. Right? So you could just rotate around with your lights and your darks. Right? And just go around your whole flower. Okay, but if you're going to do one's it's a split petal, right? So this is on top, but then this one is on top of that area. Okay, so you have a split petal. So say this petal is on top, right? So you would make this side that's on top lighter, And then you'd make the other side of the petal that's on the bottom darker. Okay, and then where they meet in the middle, you're just going to wipe your brush off. And you're going to zigzag zoom. So then you have a petal that is on top on this side, on the bottom on that side, just like that, guys. And you just do that around all of your flowers. Then you pick which ones you want to be on top, which ones you want to be on the bottom. Same thing with the yellow one. The yellow one, to do darks and lights, I would be grabbing reds and yellows. Okay, so I'll grab a little bit of red paint with some yellow paint. And then grab some more yellow paint to soften it as it gets to the tip. Just like that. Okay, and then this guy is on top of both of those. Right? And then with the sunflower, right, there's a lot of little different tiny little points, right? So you want to do your ones that are on top. There's a little red in here just so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then, you know, you do your one that's in the back on the bottom. And you would go around your entire flower doing this. And you know, the more layers you add, the better it's going to look. And hi, Tamara, how are you? And you just go around your petals doing the same thing. Okay, darks to lights, lights to darks, whatever you want to start with first. Zigzag zoom in the center of the petal to have a soft blend, and you guys can do flower petals. You can totally do this, and you can totally create amazing paintings having flowers in them all on your own. You don't need me. Fly, little birdies, fly. You guys can do this. I know you can. I know it. Okay, so, Joan, my dear Joan, I didn't open it yet. Joan sent me a birthday card. But I didn't open it yet because I didn't know if you wanted to have me open it, or if, hi Aaron, or if you wanted me to, open it privately, or have me open it with you hanging out. So, thank you, by the way. How are you, Aaron? So, you let me know if you want me to open it now or wait and open it on my own. Hi, Kimberly. Kimberly's putting little flying birds. Tamara's doing good. Everybody's hanging out on this Friday. Thank you, April. Thank you, thank you. Yep. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is for our whatever I want to do. All right. Very pretty card. It's a very pretty envelope. You guys can see it's a very pretty envelope. It has a lighthouse on it. You guys can see my address. It's the business address. So All right, Joan, we're going to do your birthday card. Intermission. Anybody watching the replay, just fast forward. Oh, wow, look, the card matches. That's cool. Check that out. You're fancy, Joan. You're fancy. Look at that. She's got matching stationery going on there. You're fancy. Birthdays come but once a year. Celebrate and be of good cheer. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. Love you, Joan. And she put smiley faces in there. And Joan, this is very, very, very generous of you. Thank you. That was extremely kind. And it is much appreciated because this has been empty for a while. So thank you. Very much so. It was very thoughtful and very kind. Aren't birthdays great? I mean, you're another year older, but then you get to have, you know, love from your peeps and everything else. So, thank you. You ladies, my OG ladies, I'm telling you, everybody that's in here, all my OGs are in here. Your grandson is spending the night, you'll be on and off. Okay, April. So, you're keeping this train rolling, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. 6,000%. Thank you, Joan. Oh, no. Hands and hearts for April, guys. Everybody hands and hearts for April. Hands and hearts. Goodness gracious, April. What are you doing? That's exactly what I'm going to do, Joan. And FYI, he's a little snuggle bug. He's a little snuggle bug going on here. Alright, what was I doing? We're doing calla lilies. That's what we're doing. Alrighty. So, calla lily. Okay, as an opening at the top. Thank you for the stars, April. My local Michaels have the $10 off if you spend $50. Also, there's a 40% coupon. Probably, Carolyn. I would have to hit buttons. But I do get the sales. I can either order direct or I go and pick up in the store. So I'm sure if that's a thing, Michaels is pretty good with having it be a thing everywhere. They don't have like usually exclusive sales for certain stores. It's usually like the whole company, that's the sale. If not, I'll contact you and get that coupon. Alright, so we need the opening on top. So I'm grabbing darker blue. And I am just using very little paint and softening that into that area. And now I'm going to take some white with some blue, and on this back piece we're going to zigzag zoom. You guys are getting me all in the feels with all your love tonight, because I was literally planning on coming on and saying that we got to make some changes, but in in one beautiful swoop. That's not gonna happen now. You have 5 yellow calla lily blooms right outside. That's awesome, Carolyn. All right, restricted diet. Well, it's restricted diet. That stinks. You want to eat what you want to eat. You want to eat what you want to eat. Yes. So, soften, 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 soften. We're gonna soften. And I'm gonna focus on my flower so I don't get all emotional. Okay. And then we are going to, this is a fold over right here. Flowers are fun. So we're going to put in the brighter area, right? Winners and losers. So this piece is on top. And then we're going to take the darker blue, put this piece underneath. Alright, all I'm doing is I'm coloring, making one lighter and one darker. That is all I'm doing. And then I'm softening, softening, softening. That's it. That's how you do that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Exactly, April, and you rock. And I don't want to start listing people. You guys know who you are. And Marsha and everybody in here, basically, all of you lovely ladies in here rock. You've been my ride or dies for a long time now. Thank you, Marsha. And trust me, it's not going unnoticed. The roll call: Kimberly, Marsha, Tina B, Elizabeth, Joan, Kimberly, Carolyn, April, Tamara. It's the OG night tonight, all of you guys. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you guys have saved this ship more than once. Anywho, here. Anywho, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate that. We're going to go in and we're going to do our sideways calla lily here. Alright, so I am going to mark off the petal. Right, separate those two. And then we're going to zigzag zoom. I'm just softening the paint out. That is all I'm doing. We're just softening out the paint. There we go. Just like that. Thank you, Marsha. Thank you, darling. Okay, and then we need to put a little dark area. Now, if your shader brush is brand new, you don't want to zigzag zoom. You want to dab it. If it's beat up, you can zigzag zoom till the cows come home. So this is going to split right here. And we're going to bring it in to the middle of the flower. Up here. I'm going to wipe off my brush. And we're just going to soften this line out. If you need to add a little water to your brush, you can add a little water to your brush. You can grab the light blue paint and you can zigzag zoom it into the light blue paint again. It's completely up to you how you want to do your shading. But that's what makes the flowers come to life, is the shading. Thank you, Marsha. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you guys so much. So much. So I am grabbing some of the lighter blue because it dried on me. And then I'll go in with the darker blue. And now I can shade it out because the light blue is wet again. It didn't want to budge. It didn't want to budge. There we go. There we go. So there you have a sideways. Hey Sharon, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you, Marsha. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, everybody, guys. So there you have your calla lily from the side, and you have your calla lily from the front. Marsha, you're making me think of when Joan, in the corner, you're making me think of when Joan could only do the stars 50 cents at a time. That was... We figure it out one way or another, don't we, ladies? We figure it out one way or another. Alright. Orchid. Right? And not hard to do. Not hard to do, guys. This stuff is not hard to do. Alright, the orchid I'm going to grab just red. Seriously, right? We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. On the propeller part, I'm going to make these areas darker. See if I can't bring you over here. There we go. This part. Right, so that's darker underneath those. And the top one. Just like that. And then we're going to do a piece in this center part. So it comes down the center, does a little, like a little triangle, or a little cone. Because that's like a curly piece. Yeah, no worries, Tamara, no worries. I know, I know who you guys are. Trust me. So, there'll never be any, I won't look at any of you sideways for any reason whatsoever. Okay, so now your petals are all shaded, everything's groovy, right? Everything looks like it has dimension to it. Now we can go in and add the centers, right? So you have everything all shaded, you have everything all pretty, right? And we need some centers. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to grab some white paint. And I'm going to come in here and put in a center. And depending on which way your flower is facing, that's where you put your center. If it's facing completely straight forward at you, your center would be completely all the way around. Right? All the way around. If your flower is facing that way, you would do the semicircle. Right? So depending on which way your flower is facing is how you would put your centers in. Right? Now the sunflower has a very dark center. So I'm going to grab red and yellow and some blue. Anybody want to guess why I'm grabbing red, yellow, and blue? What color that's going to give me? Red, yellow, and blue all together. What do we always make with red, yellow, and blue all together? There you go, Tamara. You got it. And I'm going to grab a little bit of black. You got it, darling. Good job. Good job. Very good. Look at you guys. Elizabeth, Carolyn, Tamara, whoop whoop, Tina. See, I told you my OGs were in here. You all knew that answer. That's cool. Alright, and a sunflower has a very big circle. It's a very big circle. And we are just going to smash that in. And now I'm going to take a little bit of red paint, and I'm going to smash that in the center. Here, there, not everywhere. Okay, and then I'm going to take a microscopic amount of black paint and put that on the edges. Smashy, 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 smashy. You don't want any harsh lines. So, small amount of paint and you just smashy, smashy, smashy. There you go. And then as the paint runs out on your brush, you can smashy it into the rest of the center. And then if you need to, you can grab some more red, add some more red in there. And you will have yourself the center of a sunflower. There you go. Right? Calla lily centers. You like rubber band and Q-tips together to make the center? Yes, you do that with Logan. Yep, yep, yep. You guys can totally do that. The Q-tip thing is real. It actually happens. It's a thing. I see people do it all the time. It's a thing. Okay, I'm going to grab white paint. We're going to come in here and we're going to dab. And then we're going to go to our orchid. We're going to grab some light pink. And we're going to go this way and this way. And then we're going to go this way and this way. And then we're going to highlight the petals. And you have yourself an orchid. Bought you a manual Volkswagen Bug. You can drive in November, so he's fixing up Daisy for you. She has Daisy wheels. That's awesome, April. That sounds like a lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. Alright, now I'm going to grab my yellow and my white, and we'll do the calla lily center. And that's all done. And then we're going to grab my fluffy brush. Which has a lot of brown in it right now. Grab my white and my yellow. And do the center of my daisies. And there you guys go. You have everything you need. Some of this you already knew. Some of this you were like, oh yeah. So you got daisies or any of those flowers that look like that. You have yourself sunflowers. You have yourself calla lilies. You have yourself orchids. All right. There's so many types of flowers out there. When you're doing flowers, all you want to do is look for the shapes, right? Just like with any other object we ever do, is look for the shapes. And then you want to do your winners and losers of your petals, okay? Pick which petals are on top, which petals were on the bottom. Once you have that all shaded in for yourself, or a combination, give them some leaves. Hi Claire, how are you? I would have to Google it, Sharon. I'd have to set up the computer and Google what the certain flowers look like, so I'd be able to paint them for you. If I have a how-to flowers or a how-to something, if you go into the comment section and say, hey, I'd like to see this type of flower, you could totally do that, and then I would be prepared to be able to show it to you. So, hands and hearts, sweetie. Hands and hearts, Claire. Hands and hearts. Yeah, but flowers, I would have to look at the picture to be able to paint them for you, because I couldn't even tell I couldn't even tell you what a hibiscus looks like till I saw it, and I'd be like, oh, that's a hibiscus. Carolyn's our resident botanist. Volkswagens are fun, right? Remember Herbie the Love Bug? Remember the Love Bug? What about the black dots? The black dots. That's awesome, April. You're going to have so much fun in that car. That's going to be amazing. Yep, you can put your dots in the centers, just if you want your dots in the centers. Yes, I did a painting. It's called Hummingbirds and Hibiscus. So Claire, if you'd like to do that, on YouTube is Hummingbird and Hibiscus. And we did a whole panel of hibiscus flowers. So, thank you for the emote. See, once I saw the emote, then I knew what flower you were talking about. So, there you go. I had no idea. And then as soon as you did the emote with the little image, I was like, oh, we did those. Yes, we did that too. Yes, yes, we did that too. Was that a flower close-up, I think? And it was 2 huge hibiscus. That was the first one you ever did, Joan? Yeah, we've done a lot of things. Yes, Tina B. Yeah, there's like 400 and something videos on Facebook, guys. So we've done a lot of things. We painted a lot of stuff. And I haven't painted in acrylic for a while. I've been, I'll give you guys a quick, since I got done so early. If you're watching the replay, you could end it now. But since you guys are all in here, I'll show you what I've been up to. I've been going down oil painting land and learning how to oil paint. So, if you guys are wondering what Eve has been up to, when I did my studio, I uncovered oil paints that I had from when I was a kid. They're like 30 years old, and then for my birthday, a lot of people that have been showing me how to oil paint sent me a whole bunch of things that I need for my birthday. So thank goodness for that, and I'm able to play around, because I had the paint. And I got birthday presents from some really good friends that are on TikTok, and I have the canvases from when I was gifted those canvases. So that's what I've been playing with. You want to know what I've been playing with? That's what I've been playing with. And this is a little guy because I ran out of canvas, like I just showed you. So I was just trying to find a canvas somewhere. But I'm weaning through a lot of collection. So if you were looking at a certain Eve's Original piece of art, I suggest you go to Etsy and get it, because it might not be available, because I'm purging through a lot and Mom is gessoing and covering them up, so I will have more canvases to do new stuff on. Yes, takes a very, very, very long time. Yes, so I was just lucky. I literally had everything when I reorganized everything. I came across it all, and I was like, and a lot of people I know that are over on TikTok oil paint. So they've been showing me the tricks of the trade, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm the student though, so I get to wear the student hat instead of being the instructor hat. I'm the I don't know what I'm doing hat. So if any of you wanted to get Eve to where she's like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm lost, how do you do this? Trust me, I am there. So anyway, guys, I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, ladies, for all your support and your continuous support, I should say. Always very much appreciated, and extremely grateful. And I hope you have a lot of fun playing around, making flowers, and we're gonna I'll put something together for next week. Alright? So I love you all. You all warm my heart. You guys have an amazing evening. Stay safe with the thunderstorms. Get yourselves better, those of you that are a little under the weather. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Okay? Have fun. Go create. Bye, guys.